Welcome back to the Pilates Vitamin series. Today we're doing this series of 5, classical abdominal series from Pilates. So come onto your back if you can. You'll lie totally flat with your knees bent to start off with and your hands behind your head. Just to prep for this exercise, I want you to find your neutral pelvis, which means that your 2 hip points and your pubic bone are in the same plane and your hips are even in space. And I want you to just try to find a slow pelvic tilt where you're rounding your back into the floor and then release back to your neutral. Not beyond, but just to neutral. Rounding your lower back, finding a pelvic tilt, and then releasing back to neutral. And you can exhale as you round, use your abdominals more than your legs. Inhale as you release. Nothing else is affected. Exhale just your lower back, and then inhale to release. Really good breath here last time. Exhale to pelvic tilt and inhale to release. Now take your hands behind your head and set your shoulders on your back so they're not hunched up towards your ears. And on your next exhale, nod your chin just gently towards your chest. Don't overdo it. Just a little length in the back of your neck. And then curl your rib cage down into the floor to bring your head up. So it's your low ribs that are dropping down to bring your head up. Now as you do that, can you watch your pelvis stay neutral? Try not to pelvic tilt. Keep it neutral to bring your head up and then place your head back down. Exhale, gentle lengthen the neck, nod, curl through the low ribs. Inhale to come back down. Exhale again, nod, curl. No pelvic movement. It's not this to come up. Pelvis stays in neutral, just your ribs into the floor. Inhale down. Twice more to prep. Exhale, nod and curl. Rib cage really rotating in the back. That's tough. If you do this well, you should be working already. Exhale, come up. Now stay lifted. Take your right leg up to tabletop and then your left leg up to tabletop. Nothing in your spine has changed. Your rib cage is still pressing down and your tailbone, your pelvis is still in that neutral position. Now try and straighten your right leg out without changing anything and bring it back in. Exhale, right leg out and bring it back in. Nothing else changes last time. Right side and bring it back in. Left side. We're prepping for the exercise right now, trying to find our spinal position and the proper alignment. Rib cage down, pelvis in neutral. Now bring both of your hands to behind your left knee. You're going to use that to help you curl up a little bit higher. Your right leg straightens out and comes back in. Do it 2 more times again. And you can always keep your hands back behind your head here and just do the legs. Otherwise, switching sides. Hands behind the right knee again, left leg out. And in last time, left leg. Now switch for the left side. Nothing changes in your pelvis or your rib cage. Switch. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Inhale, switch. That leg going out is going low, about eye level with your toes. Last time, both knees in, curl up a little higher, hands behind your head and rest it down. You can hug your knees into your chest, give your low back a little round position now, and take a breath. And we're moving on, starting from the beginning, hands behind your head. Let your head be heavy. Your pelvis is in neutral, shoulders on your back. Exhale, lengthen your neck to nod, curl those low ribs into the floor. Keep your neutral position as you're curling up. Right leg up to tabletop. Left leg up to tabletop, supporting your head to prep. You straighten both legs, not too low, coming back in. Because I really do not want you to arch your lower back. No, no, no. Keep your good abdominal support and only go out to where you can support your lower back. It's not too far for me. I've had 2 babies. Exhale, going out, rib cage into the ground. Last time and coming back. Stay curling up. Hands go behind your knees, and you can help yourself curl up a little bit more there without tucking your tailbone. So it's not the pelvis moving, it's your ribs, and that's hard. Inhale, stretch the legs out like you did. Have your arms go back to where your ears are. Circle your arms around and come back to that beginning position of the curl. Inhale out, exhale, circling around, helping yourself as you come in. 2 more. Inhale out, exhale, circling around. Not too low, arms and legs, because you want to maintain your spine. Exhale out. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. just to release that lower back. It's tough if you do it correctly, so make sure you're keeping an eye on your pelvic alignment and your abdominal support through your rib cage. Legs start down again. We start from the beginning, but moving on. Hands behind your head, shoulders down on your back, neutral pelvis. Exhale, nod and curl your low ribs without deviating from that neutral. Let's take the left leg up to tabletop this time first. Right leg comes up as well. Now both legs will straighten up to the ceiling. Maintain your curl up. Grab your right leg with your hands, pull it close to you, and send the left leg to the ground. Do your best not to move your pelvis. Inhale to scissor the legs, gently pulling that left long leg up to the ceiling, and scissor back to that right side. You can use your arms to help you curl up, but make sure it's translating into your rib cage and not just your shoulders. So you're keeping your shoulders on your back and your neck long. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Inhale, switch this speed. Exhale, switch. One more time each side. Good. Both legs up to the ceiling, hands behind your head. Hug your knees into your chest and rest down. And just rock side to side. We have 2 more to go. Getting harder and harder though. Hands behind your head, shoulders down on your back. And this time I want you to start with your feet down and let's go into a pelvic tilt. So you are now in a pelvic tilt with your lower back. So I want you to be really meticulous about your spinal stability for this last one. It's the hardest one. So pelvic tilt, lower back is on the ground. Right leg comes to tabletop. You're curled up well. Left leg comes up. Do not lose that pelvic tilt. Straighten both legs up to the ceiling. Let that help you with your pelvic tilt. Now curling up, lower both legs down towards the ground. You're only going as low as you can maintain that pelvic tilt. Do not let your lower back arch away from the floor. Inhale, coming back up, so it may not be far at all. Inhale, lowering down. Exhale, use your abdominals to come up. Now if this is killing your hip flexors, bend your knees and do a bent knee version of it. Down and back up. It's equally as hard. Curling through the ribs, pelvic tilt, inhale down, big exhale up. Twice more, so you're either straight leg lowering and up, or bent knee last time, and up. Hug your knees into your chest, rock side to side. Just take a breath, let your head really rest and your neck really rest. Last set, hands behind your head, feet down on the ground. We're back to our neutral pelvis. You'll get your shoulders down and you'll exhale, nod and curl up, making sure your head stays heavy in your hands. You're in neutral. Can you curl those ribs a little more? Right leg to tabletop, left leg to tabletop. Rotate towards me, towards the camera, and straighten your opposite leg out. So I'm rotating right side with my left leg straight. Inhale to switch, opposite elbow to knee, away from me, and exhale towards me. Inhale away from me and exhale towards me. And see if you can keep your elbows wide as you do this, so you're not cutting off your elbows. No. Elbows wide, neck long, chest open. You're moving through your ribs and not through your pelvis. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. One more time each side. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Back to center, curl up a little higher. Hug your knees into your chest and rock side to side. Good job, guys. Series of 5. Classical Pilates is nice and hard. See you tomorrow.